Hey, what's guys is Hearing Coded? Is an $80 9x9 worth it? The Yushin Huanglong 9x9 is currently the cheapest 9x9 on the market. Not that there's much competition though. It was packaged in a really nice display case that I frankly annihilated, and it also came with some extra pieces in case you lost yours or they broke. But what is it like solving it? Well, one thing is for sure, and that is that it will take a long time. I average around 1 minute and 30 seconds for 5x5, and solving this 9x9 takes me around 20 minutes. Now, that may not sound like a long time, but trust me, it is. This is because of two reasons. One, well, it's a 9x9, what do you expect? But the next reason is because at more than 90 millimeters, 9x9s are huge, and it's impossible to finger trick on them. This forces me to do those weird wrist turns, which are considerably slower than using finger tricks. So it takes a long time to solve, but it's actually pretty fun while you're doing it. You solve it using standard reduction, so if you could solve a 5x5, you could solve this cube. But once again, the size does falter many aspects of solving a 9x9. Because of how many layers there are on the cube, they often misalign, making me align every layer before almost every turn. Because of the fact that my hands can't get around the cube, I have a really hard time handling it. And because of how heavy it is, my hands just get tired after a few turns, and I had to put it down. Now, these complaints aren't for the Yushin Huanglong 9x9, these complaints are just for 9x9 in general. They're just way too big to do anything with. But it's the end product that's so amazing. After you finish reduction and you move on to 3x3 stage, it's just so satisfying, and when you solve it, you really do feel accomplished. But by far the coolest thing about solving a 9x9 is looking at any other cube and having it feel tiny in comparison. Now, right after I solved this thing for the first time, I immediately got my 6x6 and started turning it, and it felt so small and so light. It was actually kind of scary for a little bit, but it was awesome at the same time. So overall, solving a 9x9 is a bit of a drag while you're solving it, but it's all worth it at the end. Now, was this cube worth the heavy price tag? Well, I'm currently very lucky to be sponsored by Speedcube Shop, so I got this cube for cheap. But for those that need to pay a full $80 for this cube, I want to say that you shouldn't get it. You mostly won't be solving it that much after a month or so, and it will probably just end up as something really cool to have on your desk. That's all for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.